next guest played Rory Gilmore on the WB's critically acclaimed series Gilmore Girls. You hear some awfully good things about that show.
Sure, yeah.
So please welcome Alexis Bledel. Alexis Bledel, one of the Gilmore Girls.
Yes.
Last time you were here was during the blackout?
Yes, last time I was in New York, I got stuck in the blackout. I was on the one of the last flights of the Concorde coming back, trying to get back to LA to work on the show, and the blackout had just happened when we landed, so I didn't get back to LA right away. I actually had to take like a cab ride into the city for like $100 with like 8 other people, and like try to get into the city and find a place to stay, and I ended up sleeping in the lobby of a building like a homeless person because there was nowhere to go.
No electricity for the elevators.
No
Yeah, that's right, I
electricity for
remember that.
anything. It was crazy.
Sure. So, boy, you've had an exciting life. You know that?
Really?
I think, yeah.
I like it.
You came here to New York for the first time years ago when you were, what, in high school or just out of high school?
Yeah, I came to college to NYU when I was 18. And
Is that where you were discovered? Or were you discovered before that?
well, while I was in school here, I actually started going on a handful of auditions, and that's when I got the part on Gilmore Girls, and I moved to LA shortly after that, and I've been doing that.
But before that, you were a model.
Yes.
Right. And so one summer, living here in New York, you and, what, 8 models lived with you and your mom in a 2-bedroom apartment?
A bunch of models and my mom, basically.
And if you know anything about models, they're incredibly neat.
I mean, we had like bunk beds and like just people and stuff everywhere, and my mom was sort of everybody's mom. She would make breakfast for everybody and take care and clean up after everybody. But yeah, it was a crazy experience.
Were you a good model? Did you walk down that runway with some gusto?
I didn't do runway, actually. I mostly did print jobs because I'm not tall enough to do it. You have to be really tall.
You got to be at least 6'8".
At least.
Yeah. So then, the Gilmore Girls, did you hear about this audition? Is that how that happened?
I was sent on the audition by my agent at the time, my manager, and they just kept calling me back, and so I.
And eventually you got the job.
Yeah.
So it was literally like untrained actor
I
auditions.
didn't know what I was doing
It's
at all.
incredible.
It was insane. I was not expecting that at all. I mean,
another thing I didn't know this about you, that Spanish was your first language.
Yeah.
I had no idea, because when I look at you, I go, oh, she's a little Irish girl.
Right, that's what everybody thinks.
Clearly she's Irish.
Yeah, that's what everybody thinks, but no, I can totally understand and speak Spanish, and always have, so.
I can speak Spanish, too.
You can? What can you say?
Quesadilla.
Very good.
Isn't that incredible?
It is good. That's good.
Did that do anything for you, Alexis?
It was very accurate.
So
it made me hungry.
What's going on? Does this Gilmore girl have a boyfriend?
No, not right now. No.
What's a Gilmore girl without a boyfriend?
I have lots of them on the show, though. They're like in heavy rotation. They're always coming back, and then they leave, and then there's like 4 of them at all times. It's very unrealistic,
confusing,
honestly.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the show's been on 6 years, but I understand your executive producers who are a man and wife team, right? Are leaving?
Yes, they're leaving the show, yeah. They've been there for 6 years, and they created it, and they basically did everything for it. And it's going to be weird this year without them, because it's so much about them and their ideas and sense of humor and everything.
Well, thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to meet you.